Hey gang, FLX Beer Reviews, back again with another episode of As the Beer Swirls. I'm Dan.
I am Mike. Dan, what are we drinking?
Mike, this beer comes courtesy of my wallet. And this beer is actually brewed
By your wallet.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is from the Beer Tree Brew
Oh.
company. And
Okay.
they're out of Port Crane, New York, Johnson City, New York. I don't know. They've moved. They're all over. I know they're in old Sears. They're like old Sears, like in the mall somewhere.
Okay.
And like, where is it? Down towards Albany or Binghamton. I don't know. Jeff, aka No Jinx.
Uh-huh.
He's from, and he's like, oh yeah, look, they opened up Beer Tree.
That's hilarious.
Anyways, so this is their last course. And this is a maple pecan pie Imperial Stout coming in at 10% ABV. And last course is apparently part of a stout series by them.
Apparently.
So they got a whole bunch of good stuff. Canned on purple dot. There's no canned on.
It's probably okay. It's a 10% stout.
It's a freaking stout.
It's fine.
So yeah, Newport hops and conditioned on roasted maple pecans or pecans.
Maple and pecans.
Yeah.
I think there's tree nuts in this beer, too.
May contain nuts. Let's see. Contains lactose.
Oh, okay.
So that's good to know.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
when a brewery puts that on
Yep,
there. So
that's a good thing to put
let's
on there.
rip into it. Beer Tree is
Beer Tree's a divisive brewery in these
like,
parts.
oh shit.
Whoa.
God damn it, Beer Tree. Now I know what Joe goes through. I just ripped Joe. Like, how can you not pour a beer right? And it's all over the place.
Oh, karma.
No.
Fickle mistress.
Speaking of fickle mistress, Beer Tree.
Oh.
Like, what is up with them? Like, it's not of their own doing, but it's of my own doing, but I'm going to blame it on you. I got hyped when Beer Tree came around. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I drank it. I was like, yeah, Beer Tree, man. I can't get enough of Beer Tree. And then one day, I just stopped. It was like the last time you were a kid.
Climbed a tree. And
And that's the last time you played.
that was it.
You didn't know it. You're just having the time of your life, but that was the last time you went out, played with your friends and everything. That's how Beer Tree is to me.
We're
What
taking
about
a
you?
nostalgic trip back to that tree to give her another climb. See if all those memories come flooding back. Yeah. That looks... It doesn't look like oil.
No.
It looks a little thinner, but it's
little thinner.
very, very dark brown.
It's got one of those thin dissipating heads.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know why.
You can swirl it up a touch, but it dissipates rather quickly.
I would say it's more brown.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of melted Tootsie Rolls, kind of. But
Oh, that's a good call
Yeah.
out. That's a good call out.
maybe they're trying to match the label. I don't know.
When's the last time you had a Beer Tree?
One of the last times they did their that pineapple creamsicle one.
that's
Usually,
a
if I see that, I'm like, oh. And then if they put the double one out, and I'm like, oh, okay.
the pineapple
cream.
creamsicle one is
Yeah.
good. Because that contains no lactose, which is mind-boggling.
Pineapples have.
Did you know, fun fact
I
about
was gonna make
pineapples?
Oh, I was gonna make up a fun fact, but I decided.
Did you know pineapples are one of the only fruits that eat you while you eat it?
No, I did not.
So they contain, there's this enzyme, I think it's called bromelain or bromelain, something like that, to that effect. And it actually eats like human flesh a little bit. Like, so they did, they put it under a microscope with some parasites, and they put a drop of pineapple juice in, and you watch, and the pineapple juice invades, and it just eats away at the parasites, and the parasites just like implode.
Maybe it's just the acid. They're being burned.
Maybe, but it's so that's why if you eat a bunch of pineapple, you get that kind of tingly feel in your mouth.
Okay.
Like you just assumed, oh, it's just the pith of it. That's why you get that tingly feel.
Because you're being eaten alive from the inside.
On like a really minor scope of things, but you know.
I wonder if you can overdose on pineapple and just die from it. Like, what a way to like, I'm gonna go out, buy pineapple.
Death by pineapple, baby.
There's a short story in there somewhere. Little maple.
A little maple.
Little maple.
Actually, probably a moderate amount of maple.
Pleasant amount of maple.
What kind of maple is it?
Syrupy.
Yeah, syrupy rather than like
Yeah,
legit maple.
probably.
You got some backwoods maple in here.
I don't know if
Beer
maybe
Tree?
one of these trees of beer is sapping out there, and they're just pouring it out,
bit of
getting it away from the
chocolate.
Sam Squamches.
I guess there is that nutty aspect. Like it's not like smacking me in the face saying,
It's not. It's
"Hey, I got
subtle.
nuts."
So yeah. I think there's like a dryness like that. I would
That
get
maple
from, like,
kind of takes
almond or
over.
something, but
Like a bit of vanilla-esque thing. It's like almost, you know what? It smells like maple pancakes
yeah,
with chocolate chips.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
That's weird.
Thin or
No, but it's like the first little sip was thin, but then it gets thicker. It gets kind of syrupy.
I was like, oh, it starts out thin, but then all of a sudden it becomes like
Like
oily.
there is this kind of viscosity to it. Kind of creamy, but it's weird because around the cream, it's like if the cream was the center, you get these little fizzy bubbles on the outside. That's kind of what's doing on my palate. Like right in the middle of my palate, there's that thick oil drop of just stout. But on the edge, it's just kind of fizzling out with like this light dust of carbonation. That's the best way I could describe this mouthfeel for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. The base stout really comes out, I think. At least for me, it's starting to overpower. Like the maple and like the nut aspect is taking like a backseat. I'm getting more stone fruit, like dark cherry, a little bit of raspberry in there. There's a definite dark baker's chocolate I'm getting. Everything's there, but it's still kind of subdued. It's not blasting me in the face or anything with flavor. It's pleasant.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. We let this sit on the counter, let it warm up. For a maple guy, I'm okay with it. Like it's got plenty of maple for me. But there is that kind of base roasted kind of malt. But you know what this beer is, sort of, unfortunately? It's like a two-trick pony. Like, it's not very complex at all. It's maybe a three-trick pony. But
that pony's getting
no, you got your chocolate malt, you got your maple, and then you got like that kind of slightly toasted, roasted caramel malt kind of thing going on. But I don't think it needs to be complex. I think this is something you're eating or you're drinking while eating maybe some dessert or something. Or you want like a desserty kind of end of the night capper.
Yeah, this is... I feel like this almost is a lower tier dessert capper where it's like, it's not going to really fill you up and destroy your palate or anything. You can enjoy it and not feel fatigued after drinking it or anything.
Are you feeling the 10% at all?
Not really. I had to remind myself, I was like, oh, this is a 10% beer. I was like, okay.
I feel like this is just us, though. Because, okay.
Maybe.
Why I say
is it hiding? I think it's hiding the booze.
I'll share a beer with the other half of FLX, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, it's nothing. And
yeah.
And she'll take a sip and be like, whew, she detects the alcohol right away.
Okay.
I think there's a slight thing where you could definitely say it's a bigger beer.
I think it's even starting to settle in a little more.
It's slightly thinning. It's delicious.
More of a dryness on the back now too.
I like it. Yeah,
it's good.
It's maple.
It's good.
Maple. Just yeah.
I think I want it a little thicker though. It's a little thin for me.
A little thicker or less carbonation?
Just a little thicker.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't mind the carbonation level. I get a weird little cola. Texture to it as well.
Dude. There's like this, not straight up Dr. Pepper, but slight Dr. Pepper. Like if you took a Dr. Pepper and mixed it with cola.
Yeah. It's
because there's like this little cherry thing kicking up now.
Yeah. Told you.
Like a cherry soda shop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting a lot of the nut.
I was trying to think about that, and I was like, I don't know if the nut is just more of the like dryness of the outside of a nut or something, or like a shell or something, but I don't get a whole lot of nut. Okay. Even the maple is it's in a back seat for me.
What do you rate it?
I'll give it a 3.8. It's good.
I'll give it a 4. I'm giving it a 4 because I like maple.
Yes, you do like maple.
So I could definitely be like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Is this one of the? Where does this rank on like maple beers you can recall? Generally, I think they're basically in stouts and.
And the more I'm drinking, it's a maple cola.
It kind of is.
Holy shit!
It's evolving oddly.
It is. It's a maple cola. Wow. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna bump up to 4.1.
Oh, buddy, he's climbing that tree. The memories are coming back. He's like, dee, I remember. It's happening. You did it. You unlocked that part of his brain. Or he thought it was shut forever.
Or the sheer amount of other half IPAs I've drinking. The pineapple. Hey, the pineapple just ate away half my brain, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I got pineapple dementia, folks.
He's had all sorts of pineapple-related maladies just befall him, and now this one is finally just nudged its way in there with all its maple goodness. Well done, Beer Tree.
Man.
Well done.
I'll tell you what. If there's 2 things that are come out of this review. The first is...
information about pineapples.
No. The first being, this would make a delicious sidekick to some pancakes.
You can make this a breakfast beer, I think.
2, next time someone in your household has a canker sore, tell them you know how to heal it up. Old medicine witch doctor Mikey's here with his pineapple elixirs, and they'll just you know how like they in the like Civil War days, someone gets a cut, they just put like leeches on it and maggots, let it eat away. Yeah. Meister Mikey with his pineapple for the cankers.
I'm going to come in with my loincloth on and my pineapple stalk headgear. Just tell him, I know how to fix your ailments.
And all because you make a really great pineapple creamsicle IPA. That's how this
Well done, Beer Tree.
All right.
Anyway, thanks. Oh, jeez, there's a lot left in there.
There is.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.
Don't tell anyone. We didn't drink it all.